Picture this. You're planning a casino trip and you've got two choices right next to each other. Same town, similar games, both look nice from the outside. You walk into the first one. The drinks taste watered down. The staff barely makes eye contact. You play for a couple hours, spend your money, and when you leave, you feel like nobody even noticed you were there. You don't feel appreciated. You just feel drained. Now, imagine walking into the second casino. As soon as you sign up for their Players Club, they hand you $10 in free play and a voucher for lunch. The staff greets you by name after your second visit. After an hour of play, you've earned enough points for a nice meal. When you cash out, someone thanks you for coming and invites you back for next week's promotion. You leave feeling valued, whether you won or lost. The difference between these two experiences isn't luck, and it's not about how much money you spend. It's about knowing what to look for before you even sit down at a machine. See, not all casinos are created equal. Some genuinely want you to have a great time and come back. Others, they just see you as a transaction. And the average player never realizes this because they assume all casinos operate the same way. But once you know what to look for, you'll never waste your time or money at the wrong place again. Today, I'm going to share 5 insider tips, things the casinos won't advertise but that tell you everything you need to know about how they'll treat you. These are simple, practical things you can check in just a few minutes, and they'll completely change how you choose where to play. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to separate the casinos that truly value their players from the ones that are just out to take your money and send you home disappointed. Sound good? Let's get started. Insider tip number 1. The rewards program tells you everything. The very first thing you should do before you play a single spin, before you order a drink, before you even look at the machines, is check out the casino's rewards program. I call this the casino's handshake. It's how they introduce themselves to you, and it immediately tells you whether they value your business or just see you as a wallet with legs. Here's what most people don't realize. Rewards programs vary wildly from casino to casino. Some casinos make it incredibly easy to earn meaningful rewards. You can walk in with $40, play casually for a few hours, and walk out with enough points for a free meal, some slot play, or even a small gift. Other casinos make you jump through hoops, spend hundreds of dollars, and give you so little in return that it feels insulting. The generous casinos want your loyalty. They know that if they treat you well, you'll keep coming back. And that's worth more to them than squeezing every penny out of you on one visit. The stingy casinos? They're banking on tourists and one-time visitors who won't notice or care. They don't expect you to return, so they don't invest in rewarding you. What a good rewards program looks like. Let me walk you through what to look for when you're evaluating a casino's Players Club. 1. The rewards desk is easy to find and welcoming. When you walk into the casino, you shouldn't have to hunt for the Players Club desk. It should be clearly marked, easy to spot, and staffed with friendly people who are happy to help you sign up. If the desk is tucked away in a corner, hard to find, or unstaffed during busy times, that's a red flag right there. 2. New members get sign-up perks. Good casinos give you something just for signing up. Maybe $5 to $20 in free slot play, a dining credit, a small gift, or bonus points on your first day. It's their way of saying, "Welcome. We're glad you're here." If a casino asks for all your information, scans your ID, and then sends you off with nothing, that tells you they're not interested in making a good first impression. 3. Points accumulate at a reasonable pace. This is huge. You want to join a program where you actually feel like you're earning something as you play. At good casinos, you might play with $40 or $50 and earn enough points for a buffet, a coffee shop meal, or $10 in free play. At stingy casinos, you could spend $200 and barely earn enough for a cup of coffee. That's not a rewards program. That's an insult. 4. Rewards are easy to redeem. The best casinos make it simple to use your points. You walk up to the desk, ask to redeem points, and they hand you a voucher or credit your account right there, or the rewards show up directly on your card. No hassle, no fine print, no, sorry, that promotion ended yesterday. If redeeming rewards feels like pulling teeth, that's a sign the casino doesn't actually want you using them. 5. They offer regular member perks. Look for casinos that run regular promotions just for rewards members. Things like double point days, monthly free play bonuses, birthday gifts, or exclusive drawings. These show that the casino is actively working to keep you engaged and feeling valued. A real-world comparison. Let me tell you about a woman named Carol who taught me this lesson years ago. She's a regular casino goer. Plays maybe once or twice a month with a budget of around $50 to $100. She's not a high roller, just someone who enjoys the social aspect and the entertainment. One Saturday, she tried a brand new casino that had just opened with a big, flashy marketing campaign. Billboards everywhere, celebrity appearances, the works. She walked in excited, signed up for their players club, and started playing. After about 2 hours and $60 spent, she checked her account. She'd earned 47 points. The cheapest thing she could redeem? A coffee for 500 points. She felt completely unappreciated. The very next week, she visited a smaller regional casino about 20 minutes from her house. Nothing fancy, no celebrity endorsements, just a clean, friendly place. She signed up for their players club and immediately received $10 in free play just for joining. After playing for an hour with $40 of her own money, she'd earned enough points to get a voucher for their lunch buffet. The staff at the rewards desk called her by name when she came back to redeem it. Guess which casino Carol still visits 3 years later? The smaller one. Not because she wins more there, but because she feels like they actually care that she's there. The lesson. Generous casinos make rewards easy and meaningful. They want you to feel appreciated from day one. Weak programs are your cue to walk away and find somewhere that values your time and loyalty. Don't assume that because a casino is big, famous, or has a well-known name that it'll treat you better. Sometimes the opposite is true. The flashiest casinos can be the stingiest because they're relying on their brand and location. They don't have to work for your loyalty. They'll get tourists no matter what. Meanwhile, smaller casinos, regional casinos, and locals-focused properties often have fantastic rewards programs because they need to compete. They need you to come back, so they invest in making sure you feel valued. Sidebar: bigger isn't always better. Let's bust a myth right now. Bigger casinos aren't automatically better. I know. When we think about casinos, we think about the big, famous ones. The ones on the Las Vegas Strip, the massive resorts with celebrity chef restaurants and amazing shows. And don't get me wrong, those places can be a lot of fun for a special trip. But here's the truth. Those mega resorts can actually be the stingiest when it comes to treating everyday players well. Why? Because they don't have to work hard for your business. They've got their brand name, their location, and millions of tourists walking through the doors every year. They don't need to offer great comps or go the extra mile for regular folks. They're making money hand over fist just from foot traffic. Smaller and regional casinos, on the other hand, often outshine the big names when it comes to player rewards. They offer better point multipliers, more generous comps, more frequent promotions, and personal service that the big properties just can't match. A real example, a gentleman I know, let's call him Robert, took a trip to Las Vegas for his 70th birthday. He played at one of the most famous casinos on the Strip for about 4 hours, betting $1 to $2 per spin. He lost about $150, which was within his budget, so no big deal. But when he went to the rewards desk to see what he'd earned, they offered him a voucher for $5 off at the food court. That's it. After 4 hours of steady play, he got $5 off a hamburger. The next day, he visited a local casino off the Strip that someone had recommended. Not a big name, not fancy, just a clean, friendly place that locals go to. He played for about the same amount of time, spent about the same amount of money. When he checked his rewards account, they'd automatically loaded $20 in free play onto his card, and he earned a full buffet meal. Robert felt like a VIP at the smaller casino, and he'd spent less money there. He told me later that he wished he'd skipped the Strip entirely and spent all his time at the local spots. The takeaway: don't let size and flash impress you. Judge a casino by how it treats you, not by how big its chandelier is. Bonus warning: watch out for tourist traps. While we're on the subject of big, flashy casinos, let me give you a specific warning. Be careful with tourist trap casinos. You know the ones I'm talking about. They've got celebrity themes, movie tie-ins, pirate ships, erupting volcanoes, all kinds of spectacle. They're selling an experience, not rewarding loyalty. They're designed to wow you, take your photos, empty your wallet, and send you on your way. Now, there's nothing wrong with visiting one of these places for the experience. If you want to see the spectacle and you've budgeted for it, go ahead and have fun. But don't expect to be rewarded like a valued player. Don't expect great comps. Don't expect a players club that really takes care of you. Often, the very best perks, the most generous treatment, and the most player-friendly atmosphere are found in the places that aren't trying to look like Disneyland. The plain-looking casino with good lighting, comfortable chairs, friendly staff, and a solid rewards program, that's often where you'll get the best value for your money. Insider tip number 2. Staff behavior reveals everything. The second way to spot a casino that treats players well is incredibly simple, and you can assess it within minutes of walking through the door. Watch how the staff treats you. This is one of those things that's so obvious once you know to look for it, but most people never think about it consciously. They just get a vague feeling of whether they like a place or not. But if you pay attention to staff behavior specifically, you'll get crystal clear information about whether this casino values its players. What to look for: greeting and acknowledgement. When you walk onto the casino floor, do employees greet you? Do they smile? Do they make eye contact? Even something as simple as a good afternoon or welcome tells you that management has trained staff to make players feel valued. If staff members walk right past you without acknowledging your presence, if they look annoyed when you approach them with a question, or if they make you feel like you're interrupting them, that's a huge red flag. It means management doesn't prioritize customer service response time. Here's a great test. If you press the service button on a slot machine, how long does it take for someone to respond? At a player-friendly casino, someone should arrive within a few minutes, greet you politely, and quickly help with whatever you need. At a bad casino, you might sit there for 10, 15, even 20 minutes. Or worse, someone finally shows up looking irritated that you bothered them. That tells you everything you need to know. Helpfulness and patience. Are staff members willing to explain things to you? If you're confused about how to use your player's card, or you're not sure how a particular promotion works, will they take the time to walk you through it patiently? Or do they rush you, talk down to you, or act like your questions are stupid? Good casinos train their staff to be helpful and patient, especially with customers who might not be tech-savvy or familiar with how everything works. Bad casinos hire people who are just there for a paycheck and couldn't care less about your experience. A tale of two jackpots. Let me share a perfect example of how staff behavior reveals a casino's priorities. A friend of mine, we'll call her Linda, hit a hand-pay jackpot on 2 separate occasions at 2 different casinos. A hand pay is when you win enough that the machine locks up and a staff member has to come verify the win and pay you out manually. It's exciting. Casino number 1, The Good Experience. Linda hit a $1,500 jackpot on a Wheel of Fortune machine. Within 2 minutes, a floor attendant and a slot tech arrived at her machine. They immediately congratulated her, shook her hand, and one of them even brought her a bottle of water while she waited for the paperwork. They were genuinely happy for her. They made small talk, asked if she was celebrating anything special, and made the whole experience feel like a party. When she left that night, she couldn't wait to go back. Casino number 2, The Bad Experience. A few months later, Linda hit a $1,800 jackpot at a different casino, even bigger. She pressed the service button and waited, and waited, and waited. After 25 minutes, a floor attendant finally shuffled over looking annoyed. No congratulations, no smile, just a sigh and, "I need to see your ID." They processed the paperwork in silence, handed her the money, and walked away without another word. Linda told me she felt like she'd done something wrong by winning. She never went back to that casino. Can you blame her? The deeper truth: staff reflects management. Here's what you need to understand. Staff behavior isn't random. It directly reflects management priorities. If you see smiling, attentive, helpful staff members who seem genuinely happy to be there, that means management is investing in employee training, treating workers well, and making customer service a priority. Happy employees create happy customers. If you see indifferent, annoyed, or unhelpful staff, that means management doesn't care about the player experience. They're cutting corners, probably underpaying employees, and focusing purely on profit extraction. Those attitudes trickle down from the top. So, when you evaluate staff behavior, you're actually evaluating the casino's entire philosophy and priorities. It's one of the most reliable indicators you'll find. Quick test: the free drink question. Here's a quick test you can run the next time you're at a casino. Pay attention to how they handle free drinks. Most casinos offer complimentary beverages while you're playing. It's one of the standard perks. But here's the question to ask yourself. If I needed help with my machine right now, would staff respond just as quickly as they brought me this drink? If the answer is yes, if you see the same level of attentiveness across the board, that's a good sign. It means the casino values all aspects of your experience. If the answer is no, if they're fast to bring drinks but slow to help with actual problems, that tells you something important. They're trying to keep you lubricated and gambling, but they're not actually invested in making sure you're comfortable and taken care of. The drinks aren't hospitality, they're strategy. Real hospitality means they care about your entire experience, not just keeping you planted at the machine. Sidebar: real VIP treatment versus fake VIP marketing. Let me clear up something that confuses a lot of people: the difference between real VIP treatment and fake VIP marketing. Real VIP treatment: priority service when you need help. Comped meals at the good restaurants, not just the food court. Personal attention from a host who remembers your name. Invitations to events that are genuinely exclusive and valuable. Room upgrades, free parking, skip-the-line privileges. Feeling like someone actually cares whether you're having a good time. Fake VIP marketing: exclusive events that cost you more than they give back. VIP status that comes with a fancy card but no actual benefits. Members only: promotions that still require huge spending to access. Email blasts that say you're special, but offer the same deals everyone else gets. If a casino's VIP program feels more like marketing than hospitality, that's because it is. Real VIP treatment makes you feel special through actions, not just words. If you're getting lots of emails and fancy language but no meaningful perks or personal attention, you're being marketed to, not taken care of. Insider tip number 3: promotions that actually give back. The third way to identify a player-friendly casino is by looking at their promotions and special events. And let me tell you, this is where you really separate the generous casinos from the ones that are all smoke and mirrors. Every casino runs promotions. It's just part of the business. But the type of promotions they run and how those promotions are structured tells you exactly how much they value their players versus how much they're just trying to create hype. Signs of a player-friendly casino. Let me walk you through what good promotions look like. 1. Point multiplier days. These are days when you earn double or triple points on your slot play. This is genuinely valuable because you're getting the same entertainment you were going to pay for anyway, but you're earning rewards faster. Good casinos run these frequently, maybe once a week or a couple times a month, and they don't make you jump through hoops to participate. You just play like normal, and your points automatically multiply. 2. Slot tournaments with real prize pools. A good casino runs slot tournaments where dozens or even hundreds of players walk away with prizes. Maybe first place wins $1,000, but 20th place still gets $50 in free play. The prize pool is spread out so more people benefit, and entry fees, if there are any, are reasonable. These tournaments are designed to be fun, social events where lots of people feel like winners. 3. Drawings where many players win. The best promotions are drawings where they pull multiple names. Instead of one person winning a $5,000 prize, maybe 20 people each win $200 or $300. Or 50 people each get $100 in free play. This approach spreads the wealth and makes more people feel valued and appreciated. You might not win life-changing money, but you've got a real shot at winning something. 4. Rewards accessible to casual players. This is critical. Good promotions don't require you to be a high roller to participate. You don't need to spend $500 to qualify. You don't need to play for 12 hours straight. Casual players who come in with $50 or $100 have just as much chance to benefit as anyone else. That's a casino that values all its players, not just the big spenders. Red flags of stingy promotions. Now let's talk about the warning signs, the promotions that look good on paper but are designed to give you as little as possible. 1. Raffles with one tiny winner. The casino advertises a big raffle. Win $10,000. They get you excited. You sign up. Maybe you even come in more often to earn extra entries. Then drawing day comes and one person wins. Just one, out of thousands of entries. Everyone else gets nothing. That's not a player appreciation event. That's a lottery ticket with worse odds. 2. Promotions requiring huge spending. Watch out for promotions that sound great until you read the fine print. Earn a $50 bonus when you earn 5,000 points. And you check how fast you earn points and realize you'd need to spend $1,000 to get there. That's not a promotion. That's a carrot on a stick designed to get you to spend way more than you normally would. 3. Free play offers with ridiculous restrictions. Some casinos mail you an offer. $50 in free play. You drive all the way there excited about your free money, and then you discover it's only valid on Tuesdays between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., only on select machines, must be played within 2 hours, and can't be withdrawn as cash under any circumstances. They've designed the offer so that most people can't even use it, or if they do, they'll spend their own money while they're there anyway. 4. Events that are all hype, no value. Beware of promotions that are really just parties or entertainment events disguised as player rewards. Exclusive VIP concert? Sounds great, but then you find out you have to pay $50 for a ticket, drinks aren't included, and there's no actual player reward involved. It's not a perk. It's just an event they're selling to you. The real story. Behind promotions, here's something most players don't realize. Promotions aren't generosity. They're strategy. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Casinos are businesses, and promotions are designed to drive traffic and encourage play. But the good casinos design their promotions as a genuine win-win. They structure things so that you get real value, meaningful comps, actual cash or free play, prizes you can use, and in return, they get your loyalty and repeat business. Everyone benefits. Stingy casinos design promotions to look big and exciting but actually give you as little as possible. They're banking on the hype and the headline to get you through the door, and once you're there, they don't really care if you got value or not. Once you understand this difference, you stop falling for the hype. You start reading the fine print. You start asking questions. How many winners are there? What are the real requirements? Is this actually valuable to me, or is it just marketing? Insider tip number 4. Machine variety and transparency show respect. The fourth way to spot a casino that treats players well is by looking at the slot floor itself. Specifically, the variety of machines they offer and how transparent they are about game performance. This might seem like a small thing, but it actually tells you a lot about whether the casino is catering to real players with different preferences and budgets, or whether they're just trying to maximize profit. Machine variety, what to look for. A player-friendly casino offers a genuine mix. Classic games, older 3-reel slots with traditional symbols, bars, sevens, cherries. New releases, modern video slots with bonus features and themes. Penny slots, for casual players or folks on a tighter budget. Quarter and dollar slots, the middle ground where most people play. High-denomination games, for players who want to bet bigger. Video poker, for people who want more control over the game. Different volatility levels, some loose and frequent, some with bigger jackpots but longer gaps. That variety shows they're trying to accommodate different types of players, different budgets, and different playing styles. They're not just thinking about what makes them the most money. They're thinking about what gives you a better experience. A stingy casino, on the other hand, fills the floor with the most profitable machines for them. Mostly high-volatility slots that look flashy but rarely pay. Lots of new games with complicated features that drain bankrolls quickly. Very few classic or simple games. Limited or no video poker. Everything pushes you toward higher bets. When you see a floor like this, it tells you the casino is prioritizing profit extraction over player satisfaction. They're not thinking about your fun. They're thinking about their bottom line. Insider tip number 5. The extras that show they care about your entire experience. The fifth and final way to spot a casino that truly values its players is to look beyond the gaming floor. Because here's the thing, a great casino doesn't just care about you when you're sitting at a machine putting money in. They care about your entire experience, from the moment you pull into the parking lot to the moment you leave. This is where you really see a casino's priorities. Do they make everything outside the games easy, comfortable, and affordable? Or do they nickel and dime you at every turn? What player-friendly casinos offer? Let me walk you through the things that matter. 1. Affordable dining options. Good casinos have at least one restaurant or cafeteria with reasonable prices. You shouldn't have to spend $25 on a basic meal just because you're inside a casino. Look for places that offer a decent breakfast special, a lunch buffet under $15, or a coffee shop with fair prices. If every food option feels overpriced, that's a red flag. 2. Free or affordable parking. Parking should be free, or at the very least, validated for Players Club members. If a casino charges $10 or $20 just to park before you've even walked in the door, they're telling you they don't care about making it easy for you to visit. This is especially important if you're on a fixed budget. Why would you pay for parking when you could go somewhere that values your business? 3. Clean, comfortable spaces. This seems basic, but it matters. Are the restrooms clean? Are the carpets in good shape? Are the chairs at the slot machines comfortable? Is there good lighting so you don't strain your eyes? These details show that management cares about maintaining the property and making sure you're comfortable while you're there. 4. Good air quality and ventilation. More and more casinos are going smoke-free or creating large non-smoking sections, which is wonderful for those of us who don't smoke or have breathing issues. But even in casinos that allow smoking, good ventilation makes a huge difference. If the air feels stale or heavy, or if you leave smelling like smoke even though you were in the non-smoking section, that shows a lack of investment in air quality systems. 5. Hotel and room discounts. If the casino has a hotel or partners with nearby hotels, do Players Club members get meaningful discounts? Can you earn a free or discounted room night through your play? This is a great perk that shows the casino wants to make it easy and affordable for you to stay longer and enjoy more of their property. 6. Shuttle or transportation service. Some casinos, especially regional ones, offer free shuttle service from nearby towns or senior communities. This is a fantastic perk because it means you don't have to worry about driving, especially if you want to enjoy a drink or if night driving is difficult for you. Casinos that invest in shuttle services are showing that they care about accessibility and safety. If you're someone who enjoys going to the casino as a social activity, as entertainment, as a fun afternoon out with friends or on a bus trip, you deserve to be treated well. You deserve to feel valued. You deserve to have a good time. These aren't special VIP demands. These are basic standards that any customer-focused business should meet. And there are casinos out there that meet these standards beautifully. You just need to know how to find them. Now I want to hear from you in the comments, because your experiences matter. Which casino have you been to that treated you the best? And what did they do that made you feel valued? And on the flip side, which casino disappointed you the most? And what red flags did you notice? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.